Hello everyone, my name is Arctic and today I will be reviewing the Game Capture HD from Elgato Gaming. This capture card has been out in the wild for quite some time now, a little over a year or so, retailing between $159.99 to $179.99 online. I was looking at Amazon in particular. I've been using the Game Capture HD on my Xbox 360, however it can also record on the PS3, and because it uses HDMI, it can be used with next-gen systems. For you guys that want to record old school gameplay on old school systems, you can, but you need to understand that this is not a scan converter. It doesn't take interlaced video and turn it into progressive fields. So truth be told, I was rather impressed by what Elgato has managed to pull off with this device based on the quality, size, and setup time required on the Game Capture HD. It literally feels like you can just plug this thing up and start recording right away. The total setup time was about 5 minutes. It's about the length and width of a small pack of Orbit gum. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, those little boxes, with an additional inch of depth. It weighs in at a measly 5 ounces or 142 grams out there. It's tiny. This thing is very tiny, and it does one heck of a job recording gameplay. Now, out of the box, Elgato provides you with one HDMI cable, one USB cable to power the device and transmit data, one PlayStation 3 cable, one component adapter, quick start guide, and the Game Capture HD unit itself. I mentioned the setup time is roughly 5 minutes. For my setup, I used the HDMI cable from my Xbox 360, connected to the HDMI in port on the Game Capture HD. From there, I took the HDMI cable provided with the device and connected it to the HDMI out port on the capture card and connected it to the back of my HD TV. Sounds like I said a lot, but really, it's just plugging your Xbox to the device to your TV. That's it. Then I connected the USB cable from the device to my computer and I downloaded the Game Capture HD software from the official website. The software is roughly 30 megs, I believe, and it's a pretty quick download unless you have some very slow internet. Once your software is up and running, you're basically all set. Now this device has lag-free HDMI pass-through of 1080p at 60 frames per second, and when you're capturing it becomes 1080p at 30 frames per second. Other supported resolutions include 1080i, 720p, 576p, 576i, 480p, 480i, 288i, 240p. Oh, and you can hook this up to your PC and record gameplay at a resolution of 1280 by 720. That's a lot of support right there. The PC or Mac requirements to run the device are also rather bare bones. The system requirements are listed in the video and in the description, so just looky. But essentially you can get away with running this on a dual core CPU and 4 gigs of RAM. Unfortunately, I didn't test this on a min-spec machine, but I suspect that there could be some video playback issues while you're looking at the video on the software in your computer if you're trying to edit or whatever, if you have a computer that has some very old hardware. The software for the Elgato Game Capture HD is simplistic, however it does an excellent job of covering all of its bases. Capture functionality is fairly straightforward. There's a list of various options that you can select through the device, changing things like the video quality, audio fidelity, or the profile you have associated to a specific system with certain save settings. The right column of this software is where you select between capturing or editing gameplay. When selecting the Capture tab, you can mix your gameplay or your live commentary audio. You can connect your streaming services like Twitch TV or YouTube. There's some other ones in there. And you can also change your field tags, which allow you to preemptively title recording sessions and fill it in with data. The Editing tab has some pretty basic functionality, which you'd expect from a program like this. You're not going to get Adobe Premiere, guys. I'm sorry. Which includes some things like trimming your captured gameplay and sharing it on various media outlets like YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or wherever you want to share it, pretty much. It's worth noting that you cannot, I repeat, you cannot import files that were not recorded using the Game Capture HD. So if you have an old school Hop Hog or you have some other capture card that you're currently using, you cannot take those files and then throw it in here as a way to edit your video. That's not flying. Now, my final thoughts on the Game Capture HD is that Elgato definitely has this thing figured out. so to speak, when it comes to the capture card market for games. The Game Capture HD is one of the most efficient and perhaps best overall package in a capture card that I've used to date. It's less expensive than most of the competition, requires less wiring than most of the competition, it's more compact, and the software is pretty easy to use for most gamers just starting out with recording or streaming gameplay. It doesn't seem like it overwhelms people too much. Now, there's still a little bit of a learning curve if you're editing video perhaps for the first time, but I think you'll get it. It's not rocket science. You could probably dock them for not natively, and I'm using that word very loosely, supporting retro game hardware, because I know some people love Zelda and they want to see the conversions there. But hey, this device is not advertising itself as a converter that is going for retro hardware. It's going to take your video, kick it out to the other side, and that's what you're going to get. There's also the recently released Game Capture HD2 from AverMedia that does just about everything that Elgato can do, minus live streaming, and it doesn't require a PC. So those two are definitely neck and neck, in my opinion, in terms of overall package. The other cause for concern, and I mentioned this in my Game Capture HD2 review from AverMedia, is that next-gen systems can do most of the things that capture cards are doing now. So the market could be obsolete. So both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One will be able to record video, live stream video, and edit video. So, I mean, other than the memory with the video in terms of the length, which we haven't really gotten any information on, it could make a lot of these capture cards obsolete. Now, Elgato does a lot of those things, and it has a little bit of a head start on next gen with the overall features and package, but Sony and Microsoft are definitely closing in. So that's a cause for concern. If you're thinking about investing in next gen systems, you might want to hold off on another purchase. Now, if you're in the market for shopping for a capture card, if you're still using the, at this point, obsolete hop hog capture card, or you simply want to venture into the realm of live streaming and recording, I'd just be plain stupid not to recommend this device. The Game Capture HD is affordable, and it outclasses nearly every capture card within its price range. This is an excellent device. I highly recommend it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Peace. If you guys enjoyed this review, please make sure to like the video and be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss any of my upcoming content. I'll catch you later.